Galidor. Galidor. A name that lives in infamy. Galidor. The famous, short-lived Lego theme from the early 2000s. But, was it really that bad? What is it? And why? Well, in this completely unscripted video, I hope to answer at least one of those questions. I've got my donut, got some donuts, I got my coffee here with the coffee cam, and we're gonna find out just what Galidor is. As far as I know, it came out in the early 2000s. It was not terribly popular, as you might imagine. Well, or you might not imagine. You might have no idea what it is. Boy, I hope that open window isn't a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and close this window. Jeez, it's real amateur hour over here in the studio. The thing is, it might be difficult to really understand exactly what Galidor is and what it represented and just what all the different sets and things that they released under the theme, what they all came to, unless, you know, somebody were to collect up and scour the internet for all of the different sets and buy them all so that we can, you know, take a look here and maybe unbox them, see what all the parts were. Well, anyway, I did that. Here it is. Here's pretty much the entire collection of Galidor in one pile. It just happens to be my birthday, so happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, sorry, force of habit. I thought I would treat myself by taking a look and finishing this stupid collection so that I can finally actually look at these things and then, I don't know, do something with them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Here we can see my equipment that I've got going on. So obviously, you know, very high tech, very sophisticated system. So this is the first time I've used this camera actually to do video, so, you know, we'll see what happens. I also have my, I have an actual microphone set up that's recording on my computer. The levels look okay, so, you know, maybe we'll get a shot of that too. Obligatory cameo from my website. Here's the levels, so, you know, everything's going great. We got this empty space, we got a whole bunch of stuff to open up. You know, we're just gonna see what this comes to, what this looks like, what happens, what we can discover here in this Wild World of Galidor. I don't actually know that much about Galidor. I have not done a ton of research before I started this. So, you know, I know that there was a TV show involved, so there's kind of a mixed media presentation. There's a range of characters. I have no idea who they are. I have no idea what part they have in the show. I don't know who are good guys and who are bad guys. But I just thought it would be more fun to kind of come into this mostly blank and look at these figures from the perspective of somebody who has no idea what this is. So, you know, without further ado, I think let's go ahead and get started. And I think there's no better place to start than with who I assume is the main character of the show. The main character's name is Nicholas Bluetooth. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, so here he is. Nick, the package just says Nick. But of course on the back we have you know, we have a look at all the parts. We have an arrange layout of all of the different sets. You know, the things that are part of this line. We have all the parts that are included. We have an example of the horrible Frankenstein machinations that you can... I guess this was the idea, that they were all interchangeable parts, and so you could make these horrible mutant figures. Because that's... I mean, I guess that makes sense. But then, of course, you also have his name here. So this is... 8310 Nicholas Bluetooth. Now you can see here that I did buy this for $12. So I've had this one. I've been sitting on this one for quite a while. It's been several years. Shipped it with me to California. I saw it in a box of random stuff in a kind of flea market in the Louisville, Kentucky area. I tried to talk them down on the price, but they were pretty hard set on $12 for some reason, because I guess they thought that it was worth that and they would be able to find somebody who wasn't a crazy person trying to do this collection. Oh, we do have a website. I might have to go there later to see if it's still a thing. Galidor.com. It's not a bad sculpture of a face. The camera is focusing on it, so the autofocus is in this little point-and-shoot camera is determining that that is a face. But that is about as, you know, milquetoast. I mean, he's just a wiener. Like, look at this kid. Do you want to watch a show about this kid? I mean, I think the answer is pretty clear, because nobody did, as far as I know.
Galidor.
That's that. And the package is designed to stand up, so that years after they released it, and they were still unopened and selling in antique stores, they'd be able to set them up on a shelf. So let's get it open. You know, I think my ingress point is going to be right here. Okay, so it looks like we got some separation there. Okay, so the plastic itself isn't that much, and yeah, we've got a foot, and then, oh boy, is this a cod piece or a? No, this is on his. It's on his chest. Okay. Then we have a little poster thing, some Lego information, and we're in. I wonder if we can maybe set this up higher so that we have... So his one arm is kind of strapped in with some like rubber band things. Here's his little techno arm. Okay, and these rubber bands have obviously not aged super well over the years. I guess a punchy fist that will punch the bad guys. Okay, that was as I was picking him up, his head kind of angled downward, and he looked straight in my eyes, and I felt a cold chill. Look at this picture of him in the corner. I mean, he's got bags under his eyes. His face is all red. What kind of show was this? All right. Let's get that out of the way. So here he is. Here is the torso of Nick Bluetooth. His head turns. It nods up and down, so he can kind of look at the abomination that he hath become. So this is the only piece that will indicate in any way that this is Lego. It is, your standard Technic pin configuration. So he's got an arm, he's got an elbow and a shoulder joint. He's got a wrist joint, and his hand is perpetually in this kind of, sandwich eating position. So he's perpetually reaching for a sandwich that is not there. His hip is like this, so that his legs go together. So there he is. Nicholas Bluetooth, the hero of Galidor. Okay, so he's clearly got some sort of magic backpack thing. You know, it looks like one of those hydration packs. So it's probably got water in it that he drinks. And then maybe it's like some kind of potion. It's like a techno potion that he drinks, and then he gets a techno arm. So there is a copyright on his lower back, just above his butt crack. Copyright 2002. So we're looking at 18 years. Listen, this is a PSA. It's 2020. You need to get out and vote, because this guy is old enough to vote this year. So if you don't vote, he will. And, you know, he's clearly a pretty well-off white kid. So
Galidor.
let's see what paperwork we got in here. We got okay, join the Lego fan club. So we got the Galidor Chronicles. So I guess, you know, that's something that you could read to explain to you just, you know, what. And then what's this? Okay, this is some lore. Okay, we've got a poster here. Let me see if we can narrate just what's happening. So here he is. Here's 8310. He's already got his power fist, his techno arm. He was reaching for a sandwich one day, and he fell into this magic portal that took him to a place where a purple dude was hanging out with a weird C-3PO. So the C-3PO guy gets really small, and Nick has lightning in all of his joints. So I think this is some sort of puberty thing. Nick with weird, crazy arms does some kind of dance, which obviously intimidates this purple dude who beats feet, and Nick and the C-3PO guy shake hands. Which, maybe that's the shape of his hand. It's so that he can shake hands with anyone. Which, you know, so maybe that's kind of a fun thought. You punch with one hand, you shake with the other hand. The duality of man. There's apparently a PlayStation 2 game and PC CD-ROM, so I think I'm going to have to try to dig that up. And then it just has the words Keck Powerizer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh, nice. Yeah, Galidor. Here he is. He's got one arm that's an airplane. The other arm is a fist. Then you got this lady down here. Her hand is a fist. You got this weird little monkey man. Green guy, red guy, gray guy. You got all the colors. Defenders of the outer dimension. Okay, so there's dimensionality involved. Defenders of the outer dimension. What would the outer dimension be? Because you've got height, width, depth, and time. Which of those is outer? I don't know, maybe time. So they're defending time. That's what I'm going with. You know, he's posable. He's pretty posable. He's, you know, maybe not that posable. But he can nod, which is something most Lego figures don't have. I don't know, 8 out of 10, I guess. Like, it's fine. It's okay. You can take the head off. So, you know, that's something. You can take the head off. 8.5. Nick Bluetooth. Done. This has got to be the bad guy. Because, as you can see, he's purple. And purple means bad. Which, I guess I'm the bad guy. Oh man, he's got a real big hand. Like, whew, that hand is really making me feel some kind of way. But then his other hand, there's just something so pedestrian about this raised fist. It's like literally just a dude's hand. So, let's crack them up and let's see what's going on. Once again, the package is, pretty good shape. I can just dump them out here. Okay. So I'm feeling much less of this existential, visceral dread opening this one because it is a, clearly unreal creature instead of the torso of a teenage boy. His head also comes off, which is good. I guess. I don't know. He does have one green eye and one blue eye. So, for people who care about eye color. He also has a very interesting connection point. So you can use that. Galidor. Let your imagination run wild. Oh yeah, his name is Gorm, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Gorm versus Nicholas Bluetooth. So that must go there. Sort of a front cape. What'd you call that? Front cape. Is it a front cape? We'll call it a front cape. This looks so messed up. Like, what? First of all, there's no way... Oh, these are his legs. Okay. So here he is. Let's get... Like, I don't know... I guess... Okay, this goes here. Like this. But this is weirding me out, man. So he's got one little weird shrimpy claw hand. And then this huge, like, legitimately scary looking mitt on the other side. It's so weird, and it's made with this like rubbery plastic that has leached out some powder. Like, this is some kind of, I mean, I'm sure it's harmless, but it's not aged terribly well, I guess, in the package. He does have, he's got a lot of holes on his back. He's got a hole here so that you can stick a leg if you want. Like, why is one hand so much bigger than the other? Yeah, so that's Gorm. He's slightly taller than Nick. So I suppose in the show he must have been played by an adult man, whereas Nick was played by a teenage boy. But here he is, Gorm. Maybe his little booklet will provide a bit more insight into... Okay, we got the same poster on the back with all the raised fists. And then here is Gorm's hand. That must... The hand... Gorm's massive, crazy hand has to play into the show somehow. He's like... constantly grabbing things, which... This is really problematic. There's a lot of problematic things about this. Let's take a look at the story of Gorm. So here he is. He already has... Okay, apparently his giant hand shoots lightning to some to some extent. He also goes through the portal. There's a red guy, and there's a green guy. We go up this way. The green guy either shoots or absorbs lightning, or he bounces. It looks like he bounces the lightning off of his fork, which just makes him super happy. He's just really excited about that. His fork was great. Oh, I see, because the fork reflected the lightning into this... Wait, is that the red guy, or is that the... Look, I'm not missing anything. This is literally all it is. So I guess at some point, Gorm merged with the red dude to form Red Gorm. And somehow... So Gorm is shooting the lightning, which the green guy reflects into Gorm? I don't understand what's happening here. This is not making anything clearer at all. And once again, Keck Powerizer. So there you go. That's Gorm. He shoots lightning, but he's also highly susceptible to lightning. And I'm highly susceptible to gravity. Alright. So, Gorm, once again, 8 out of 10. I don't know. Here's Nick demonstrating a nice plank. He does have the hand. So, the hand is exactly as big as Nick's head. So clearly that was a play style that they were going for. They want Gorm to be able to wrap his entire weird, creepy, massive hand over the teenage boy's entire face. And then the teenage boy punches him in the front cape. And that's Galidor, baby. So that's 2 down. We got a ways to go. Let's see what else we got. Everybody needs to, everybody needs to. 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 Everybody needs paper towels.